Mixing is not about learning one technique or another. Every mix has its own individual needs, and there are many different ways to do the same thing. So me teaching you how I used a multiband compressor on my snare isn't really going to be that useful. Yes, you will gain a little bit of knowledge, but all you need is a tool that will teach you what your mix and every mix that you will ever work on needs. So next time, before you even start working on a track, try this method. Start by choosing a reference track. This can save you tons of time and energy down the line, for a few reasons. So imagine you started producing a track and you worked on everything and you're coming to the mixing stage and now you need to find a reference track. You might find it really difficult to find a track in the same key, BPM, and style. The second thing is, working with a reference track while you're in the creative process can actually save you a lot of time and can help you understand the placement of your instrument. So once you chose a track, you have two options. You can either drag and drop it into your project and then assign a keyboard shortcut to the solo button and toggle it on and off. But there's a few problems with this. First of all, you can't match the loudness of your track. And second, this doesn't really give you a lot of visual information. So there are a few plugins that can help you. The one I use is called Reference by Mastering the Mix. So add Reference on your master channel as the last plugin in the chain. You can loop a few sections within the reference track by dragging and clicking. And you can click in the middle to switch between them. Reference allows you to match the loudness of your track compared to the reference. This is crucial to make informed decisions about your mix. The white line represents how loud or quiet your track is compared to the reference. The goal is to keep it as flat as possible. Control and click to take a snapshot of the current loudness. The punch dots move towards the 0 dB line if your track is more compressed than the reference. They will move away from the 0 dB line if your track is less compressed than the reference. The brighter the dots are, the bigger the difference in the dynamics of your track compared with the reference. The faint blue area around the 0 dB line represents the width of the track plane. You can solo a specific band within the frequency spectrum. Let's say if you just want to listen to the high frequencies. Just click and drag to create a band and then click in the middle and it will turn very light red. You can hear that the reference track is way brighter. Add a little bit of processing to make my track matching the reference. How exactly I made it is beyond the scope of this video, but I will encourage you to check my Into the Mix mixing course, where I go in detail about my mixing methods. Let's try a different band. This is really useful when you're trying to isolate, let's say, just the snare of your track and compare that to the reference. Just to remind you, before I made the processing, my track sounded like this. So over time and with practice, you will know how exactly to place your snare in the mix, how wide your synth should be, and how bright you want your percussions to be. So my question for you is like this. Would you spend £50 on a tool like this that is going to teach you how every one of your mixes should sound? For me, since I started working with this plugin, my mixes got 100 times better. It became my most used tool and seriously, the most important one. Hope you enjoyed this video. Looking forward to seeing you in the next one. Peace.